Hello, wizards. How are you doing? If you're going through the dark night of the soul in your spiritual awakening journey, and if you're experiencing the ascension symptoms, the lack of sleep, the fatigue, the depression, sometimes headaches, pressure in the third eye area, energetic zaps, and a ton more ascension symptoms, then in this video I'm going to share with you why we experience physical health challenges in the spiritual awakening journey, what role does it play, and how to navigate harmoniously through it, because I know that it can be really, really challenging when these physical symptoms are on, right? So I remember when I was going through my dark night of the soul, and the dark night of the soul is never an easy process. If you're going through this, I know what you're going through. It is absolutely crazy. So when I was going through my dark night of the soul, and specifically the second dark night of the soul, which was part of the first dark night of the soul and elongated, it was going for a long time. But when it was really peaking through during 2019, I was experiencing a lot of physical health challenges. The things just like I mentioned. I was not getting sleep. I was staying awake at night and sleeping during the daytime. There was massive fatigue in my body. There's so much exhaustion. And whenever I would sleep, I would get this weird dreams and tons of fatigue, headaches, depression, panic attacks, tons of anxiety. And all of that was really disrupting my life, really, really disrupting my life. And the reason I recognize why these ascension symptoms happen, because we are going through, during the dark night of the soul, a massive purging process, a massive purging of our old version, which is all the dark night of the soul is about. It's a de-shedding process. It's a process of shedding our skin, leaving our old version and arriving at our higher version. You see, that is what is going on. And that is why it feels like a death process, because it is death in a sense, because the last version is basically dying out and you are coming new like a phoenix. You are coming and reincarnating in this very life, in this very body, but a higher vibrational version of you is coming on board, which is leaving all that is the old 3D. It's leaving that. And because we are going through that, we are in a very energetically intense state as we are making that transition. We are receiving a ton of energetic upgrades. We are, you know, arriving at that higher stage, and the entire body has to cope up with it, which is not ready. And the mind is also not ready for where it's arriving. And because of all of that, it takes a toll on the body. The simplest analogy is this, which I always use. That is, it's like, when you are upgrading an operating system in your computer. So let's say you have a computer, a desktop, laptop, whatever, and you are upgrading from Windows 7 to Windows 8, Windows 8 to Windows 10 or something else, it doesn't matter. But when you are upgrading it, you get the blue screen, and the blue screen says that do not touch your computer for the next 5, 15, 30 minutes or whatever, because we are upgrading. And if you turn off your computer right now, things will go crazy. Do not touch, do not try to do stuff, because we are transitioning. This transition is the dark night of the soul, because you are leaving the old version, arriving at the higher version. And that is why it's going through a lot of changes, shifting, replacing things, transitioning, and which is taking toll on the body on a very deep energetic level, because every part of our body is acquainted with the way of operating in the third density version. It knows, it has been there, it is acquainted with it. When you are transitioning to the fourth density version, which is what is happening, and moving upwards in fifth density and upwards, what is happening is you are literally like making a jump. You have decided to jump from an airplane and something, and this is why the mind is freaking out. That is why we get the panic attacks, and that is why we get all the weird anxiety and all of that, because the mind is freaking out. It's like, we have been doing this, living life in this way for such a long time, and I don't know, the new thing is crazy, and it's just going neurotic, and it's taking toll on the body too, because body is going through its own upgrading, right? You're becoming more energetically sensitive and everything. Becoming energetically sensitive is part of the journey. So if you have noticed that you're becoming energetically sensitive, that is happening because you are transitioning, upgrading, ascending to this new version, which has its own capabilities. It's a much more energetically powerful, sensitive version. Very recently, I made a video on why we experience energetic sensitiveness and why we start absorbing other people's energy as we ascend to higher stages of consciousness. Watch that video. Probably have linked it in the card section. That video you will find very helpful in your journey. Now that I have mentioned that these things are not anything weird. So if you're going through this and if you have found your life getting really disrupted because of the health challenges, know this, that you're not alone. A lot of people are going through this, and this is not going to stay. Because when I was going through this, I was overwhelmed. It's absolutely okay and normal to feel overwhelmed, because it's an overwhelming thing. Okay, it's very overwhelming. Okay, and unpredictable, right? But if you're going through this is what I want to give to you, that this will end. This will end. This is not going to stay. It's going to take time maybe, but it is going to end. Okay, soon it will bring you up to this higher stages of consciousness. As I mentioned, it's a transitioning process. Once the operating system is properly installed, you'll be able to use this new operating system and work with it. It will happen. These ascension symptoms, they are not going to stay as overwhelming as they are right now. They're going to slowly fade away, and you'll be back to a new powerful version of it. It will happen. But in the meantime, this is how you navigate through it. You see, what you have to do absolutely is pay attention to your intuitive guidance. Pay attention to what your intuition is saying, what your higher self is telling you through your intuition, through your intuitive guidance, how it's asking to be, how it's asking you to go through your day-to-day life. You will notice that you will feel a lot of need to rest more, relax more, center more, not to interact with people, meditate more, really take care of yourself on many levels, and these things are happening because of a reason. And this is what I would like you to do. I would like you to trust your intuitive guidance more and allow yourself to go there. You will see, if you allow yourself to go where your intuition wants to go, where your higher self wants to go, you will see you'll have much easier time navigating through this physical health symptoms, this ascension challenges, this ascension symptoms. You'll find yourself much more in harmony than if you do not listen or you try to do things your old way, because your intuition knows things that you have no clue of, because it's the voice of your higher mind. It's your divine guidance system. This is what I did too. When I was going through my dark night of the soul, I started noticing that this intuitive guidance was asking me to do certain things, and I trusted it. I started trusting it. Okay, trust is the most important thing in the spiritual awakening journey. You see? And as I trusted it, it showed me the way how to go through it, and I finally recognized that it always knew what it was doing. It was always the part of the evolution journey, and it helped me navigate out of it. And yeah, and then all the magic happened as I ascended to this beautiful stage of consciousness, wizard consciousness, right? So it will happen with you too. Don't freak out. Okay? So if you are somebody who is going through the spiritual awakening journey, through all this craziness, and you want to know how to build your connection with your divine guidance system, because your connection with your divine guidance system is absolutely the centerpiece of the spiritual awakening journey. If you start paying attention to how your higher self is speaking through to you on a moment-to-moment basis, you'll be able to go through these challenges and the ups and downs of the spiritual journey with so much harmony. If you want to know how to connect with the divine guidance system, then I'm hosting a free 90 minutes masterclass this weekend on Saturday mostly, and I'll share about how to connect with your divine guidance system in detail during the masterclass. If you want to attend my masterclass, it's a free masterclass. Sign up for the masterclass. Link is in the description of my YouTube video. Find out the exact date and time in the sign up page. I'm hosting the masterclass sessions almost every weekend, almost now. So if you're watching this video at a later date, probably the masterclass is still happening. Visit the sign up page to find out when is the next masterclass and sign up, because in the masterclass I'm going to share with you about what is this fourth density stage of consciousness, what is wizard consciousness, and how you can connect with your divine guidance system, because I'm going to be conducting a simple meditation. I'm going to teach you a practice, a 2 minutes practice, the inner audit method, which will help you connect with your divine guidance system so that you can allow all the abundance in your life and ascend to higher stages of consciousness. If you want to know about it, do it in the masterclass. And I also am offering one-on-one coaching sessions. If you have been following me for some time and you feel that you would like to have a one-on-one coaching session with me, then just send me a mail. My mail ID is in the description. Send me a mail and you can have a session with me if I'm available, right? So if you want to know about what is the spiritual awakening journey and what are some of the important stages in the spiritual awakening journey, then I have uploaded some of my most important videos up here in the card section. Watch those videos. They will help you move forward in your spiritual journey. So have fun, and I'll see you again soon. Bye-bye.